Okay, here's the story of the woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth was an early type of elephant that lived during the Pleistocene until the Holocene epochs. It was famous for its large size, its great tusks, and most notably, its thick woolly coat. The story of the woolly mammoth is one of the most well-known of all prehistoric animals because they have been depicted in cave paintings, petroglyphs, and other works of art created by humans during the Ice Age. These depictions often show woolly mammoths as being hunted by humans and sometimes driven into traps. This may seem a little disrespectful, but these ancient people had been living alongside woolly mammoths for thousands of years and had developed a culture and traditions around hunting them. There are many theories as to why they went extinct. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and come back soon, because I have lots of prehistoric creatures I want to share with you. See you later. One theory is that it was due to the changing climate. As the climate warmed, the woolly mammoth's thick coats became less useful, and they were more susceptible to heat stroke. Another theory is that the woolly mammoths were hunted to extinction by humans. Humans had been hunting woolly mammoths for thousands of years, and there is evidence that shows that humans were using spears with sharp, pointed stone heads to hunt woolly mammoths. These spears were very effective at killing woolly mammoths because they could be thrown great distances and they would penetrate the woolly mammoth's thick skin and fur. A third theory is that disease may have played a role in the extinction of woolly mammoths. There is evidence that suggests that woolly mammoths were infected with a disease that caused their tusks to become overgrown and curved. This would have made it difficult for them to eat and would have made them easy prey for humans and predators. The woolly mammoth is considered to be one of the most iconic creatures of the Ice Age, along with the saber-toothed cat and the giant ground sloth. They first appeared in Siberia, then spread across the northern hemisphere during the last Ice Age. Their intelligence is evidenced by their ability to plan ahead, which is something that only the most intelligent animals can do. For example, woolly mammoths would sometimes dig holes in the ice to access the water underneath. They would also dig large holes to wallow in during the summer months, when the temperatures would rise above freezing. Woolly mammoths were social animals who lived in herds led by the oldest and most experienced female. Herds could number in the hundreds and would migrate great distances each year in search of food. Some of the most famous woolly mammoth fossils have been found in Siberia, Alaska, and Canada. They were especially fond of the leaves and bark of birch trees. During the winter months, woolly mammoths would use their tusks to dig through the snow to find food. They would also use their tusks to fight other woolly mammoths during mating season. Mating season was a dangerous time for young male woolly mammoths, because if they weren't careful, they could easily be killed by the tusks of another male. Female woolly mammoths would give birth to one calf after a gestation period of about 22 months. The calf would stay with the herd for several years and would be cared for by the other females, while the mother would go into heat again. Woolly mammoth milk was a highly nutritious food source, and the calves would drink it for several years after they were born. Woolly mammoths were able to live in such cold environments because they had thick coats of fur and a layer of fat under their skin. Their ears and tails were small to reduce heat loss, and they had a large surface area of trunk to help bring in air to breathe. In 1998, a woolly mammoth calf was found in Siberian permafrost that was so well preserved that it still had fur in a trunk. Hi, it's me and this is my channel. Woolly mammoths are commonly found in the fossil record across northern latitudes in both the Old World and the New World. Woolly mammoths had large brains and were highly intelligent animals. Woolly mammoths were herbivores, and they used their tusks to dig up plants and strip away the bark from trees. Woolly mammoths went extinct about 10,000 years ago at the end of the Ice Age. What do you think caused the woolly mammoths to go extinct? Let me know in the comments below.